Hello, my name is Antoinette Kunz, and today you'll be learning about LDL cholesterol. In the present year, 2009, according to the American Health Association, about 100 million people 20 years and older in the U.S. have high cholesterol. Because we are all around that age, today I will explain to you high LDL cholesterol and how the risk factors can end up deadly to most people. Now, you're probably all wondering what LDL cholesterol is. And I use Peter for Family Guy, which you all can relate to. What low-density lipoprotein is a lipoprotein are proteins and lipids that carry cholesterol and triglycerides, with which I will define the words for you, from the liver to the tissue in the body. Having a low density, which is LDL, means not allowing cholesterol to be moved to the tissue. Instead, the cholesterol is moved to your bloodstream, which can cause clots. A little background before I get into the definitions of the medical jargon. You have two types of cholesterols. One's LDL and the other one is HDL cholesterol. HDL stands for high density lipoprotein. This means proteins and lipids that carry cholesterol and triglycerides to the liver, from the liver to the tissue, instead of, which LDL cholesterol does, is takes those fats and moves them to the blood vessels. So you want HDL, you want high HDL cholesterol. Okay, now the definitions of the words that you need to know to further understand my presentation. Triglycerides, which is, I drew a picture here, a model of a triglyceride in your body. It's an organic compound, lipid form in the human body. It's just a fat from foods. A lipid is a medical term from a combination of fat, waxes, and vitamins, which you can get from foods, soft drinks, smoothies, candy. Too much is a bad thing. Now, I got all these definitions from dictionary.com and Wikipedia. From the American Heart Association, a medical website, LDL cholesterol starts to form in the blood vessels over time due to your fat intake, which are lipids or triglycerides. Now, I have a picture of plaque, which is this stuff inside the blood vessel, which forms. Here's another picture. Are triglycerides that pile on top of each other in the blood vessels to make it harder for the blood flow through the body. This has several risk factors. And I just have another picture explaining to you what a healthy vessel looks like versus a blocked. Now, I just turn the view around so you further understand how important it is that if your blood vessels are blocked, it can cause you very deadly risks. These are the triglycerides or lipids, which are called plaque, forming against the walls of the vessel, and this is the blood not allowing, it's barely going through, and eventually over time this will grow to where the blood will not be able to circulate to your heart or around the body.
And that's called a?
That can either call a heart attack or a stroke. There's different ways to go about it. Now that I have informed you the medical jargon of LDL cholesterol, how it is formed in the body, you can get yourself checked by a simple blood test. You can go to your doctor and you can ask them to get a physical done, or just you can check your cholesterol. Either way, you can do both. They might do it right then and there and send your blood work to a lab, or they might send you to a lab. I personally have high LDL cholesterol. That's why I found it very important to me. And when I got myself checked, they sent me to a lab. But before you get this test, your blood test, you have to fast for 12 hours before the test, which means you cannot eat or drink any substances. You can only drink water. Your tests usually get back to you within 24 hours. And then they'll tell you the level of your LDL cholesterol and HDL. They don't just test for one, they test for both, because both impact each other. Now that you understand how high LDL cholesterol is formed inside the body, the blood, or how it is formed in your blood vessels, you can now learn the dangerous side effects. One is a heart attack. A heart attack is caused by a blood clot and clots one of the arteries, and it doesn't allow blood to flow. Because the heart starves of oxygen and heart cells die, causing you limited time to get your heart pumping again. This is more of the, I guess, popular risk factors that happen with people who have high cholesterol. And I had a friend who was about my age, and she was 20, and she had a heart attack, and it really doesn't matter how young you are. The symptoms of a heart attack is chest pain, shortness of breath, arm pain, cough, fainting, anxiety. Now these symptoms vary if you're male or female. Another one is a stroke. A stroke occurs when a blood vessel is giving the brain blood is blocked, once again by plaque. There are two kinds of strokes which are caused by a clot, the blood vessel that feeds the brain. Forget about that. I'm not doing that one. Sorry. That was more involved. The symptoms of a stroke are visual disturbance, involuntary movement, poor balance, and speech difficulty. I had this girl who I went to high school with, and she actually had a stroke. She had high LDL cholesterol, and it was very sad because she was only 17. But now she's not quite the same. So it does happen. You never lose by loving, you lose by holding back. So love your body, lose high LDL cholesterol problems by holding back your unhealthy cravings. And I have a handout because this month is actually Cholesterol Awareness Month. And I have sheets to hand out, which if you go on the website, it explains to you about quizzes and extra help you can get to inform you. So that's that.